Believers, it is time. Ultima Lucha está aquí. We are talking part 1 of Ultima Lucha 2, so stick around because you're not going to want to miss it.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Oh, I knew it was this one. Mark, you son of a bitch. I knew it was this one. Guys, I'm so excited. It's finally here. We've been waiting 24 weeks for this. Did I just knock your DVD down? That's how excited I am, guys. We're talking Ultima Lucha 2 Part 1 right here on AFTERBUZZ TV. I am Ty Matthews. You can find me on Twitter, on Instagram, at Ty Matthews PMA. We are joined by some absolutely incredible guests, guys. See, normally it's just me and Jimbo throwing out, obscure movie and video game references. But tonight, we've got two of my absolute favorite people in the world. Firstly, to my left, she is an incredible comedian. You can find her on an amazing, my new favorite YouTube channel called Snarled. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Rachel Evans.
Hello, my name is Rachel.
How you doing?
I'm so good. I'm so happy to be here.
And where can these lovely believers find you on social media?
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Rachel Sam Evans or Rachel Sam Vans. It really just depends on how you look at it. One is my name and one is shoes.
There you go, and we will get into the amazingness that is Snarled a little later on.
Cool.
But to her left, we had her on the show earlier on in the season. You guys have been clamoring her for a return. We have been trying to make it happen. We finally made it happen. She is right here in studio, the former proprietor of the temple herself. You may know her as Katrina. We know her as Miss Karlee Perez. Karlee, how you doing?
I'm good. Happy to be back.
Right?
I'm sorry I was late.
No, it's okay.
A long Uber tour of Los Angeles.
The scenic route.
It was the scenic route.
Of course.
It's like Nightcrawler can only teleport when he sees where he's going.
Right.
So she had that
I
issue.
know. I
Like,
couldn't
oh,
That's
man.
what it was.
Like,
teleport.
Why am I back in the temple?
You just couldn't see the studio. That's what it was. And to her left, as always, the very lovely and talented. He's a cameraman. He's a documentarian. He's a co-host of the show, Mr. James Franck.
Hello, y'all. You can follow me on Twitter at TheJimboSlice. That's TheJimboslice. That's at TheJimboSlice with 2 E's. That's at TheJimboSlice.
I can't
There
do
you
that.
go.
I can't
That's
do
so
that.
fast.
It took 24
Auctioneer.
weeks. Dude,
I can't do that.
It took a while.
It took 24 weeks to get him up to that speed.
Yeah.
I stuttered through my own name.
The band. You stuttered during the band's
it's
part.
shoes or my name. I don't know.
It's one of those
I don't know,
things.
guys.
But guys, we're here. It's part 1, Ultima Lucha. It's pretty much entirely for a unique opportunity.
Which was crazy because when they announced this match, I thought it was going to be like a fatal 4-way match.
Right.
But like elimination style. I didn't know it was going to be like 2-2-on-2's bracket tournament.
Exactly. I remember, when Dario said, it's a 4 unique opportunity tournament, I thought that might have just been like a misspeak or maybe a different sort of tournament. I didn't know it would be a legitimate single elimination tournament.
You thought he'd
One episode.
misspoken?
Sure.
Really?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I
It's
didn't
excited.
know it was going to be the whole show, for sure.
Right.
Yeah, but I was down for it. I liked
Absolutely.
it.
We've got 2 semifinals. We've got the finals. We've got lots of stuff happening tonight. We start out with Dario in a tux, which is probably one of my favorite moments of the season thus far.
He looks like a wedding cake topper.
Exactly.
He really does.
There you go.
He really does.
There you
the
go.
bow tie and everything.
I do.
So great. I love the banners for Ultima Lucha.
Yeah.
All the banners in the
Yeah.
temple are really cool.
They're
A lot.
cool.
Absolutely. Now, he talks about how at the original Ultima Lucha, we started out with the Mac and Cage in a Falls Count Anywhere match. So, hell, why not start Ultima Lucha 2 the exact same way? Cage versus the Mac, semifinals, Falls Count Anywhere.
As soon as he said that, I just pictured like the finishing move through the roof of his office onto the desk and like the pin on the desk. With him and Black Lotus just sitting in there, just like
Exactly. The bull just goes
Not-
flying.
just
Not
flies in the
reacting
air.
at all.
Yeah.
Right. So, guys, what did you guys think of Falls Count Anywhere, Mac versus Cage?
Oh, I loved it. I love Mac. I love Mac. So I'm hey. I
Do we
mean,
need to call Mac?
Oh,
Do
Willie.
I need to send him a message?
Willie,
here?
step in.
You need to hit up
I feel
Ophi.
like my name's Rachel. I like hot
Like
dogs.
Vans and
I
Mac.
Like
But
Van
the
hot dogs.
The Mac is absolutely, I mean, we've talked about it before. He's one of the kind of anomalies of pro wrestling. He doesn't look like he should be able to do a fraction of the stuff that he
No,
can
but
do.
he
Lies.
can.
It's so beautiful. beautiful. Like I know.
No, it's true.
It's weird. No, but he flies through the air, and you're like, it's really cool to me because you don't see people like in other circuits. You don't see people of his size doing that.
No.
I'm like, yeah,
Absolutely.
hell yeah, dog.
Well, I'll tell you this: the first time so tonight we saw him bust out the AJ Styles style spiral tap.
Yeah.
The first time I ever saw him do that, it was at an after party at AWS. We had done a show. Everyone's just like messing around in the ring. Nobody knew that Willie could do stuff like this, and he just went up to the top and he goes, "Hey, watch this." And he just
that's the voice is pretty close. That voice is pretty right
I
on.
lived with him for about 6 months.
Oh my God.
My Willie impression got really good.
That was good.
And so he busts out a spiral tap, and we're like, "What?"
Can you do the face? Can you do the eyes though?
I don't know if I can do the Willie eye.
Yikers!
I can't do the Willie eyes. But the key to a good Willie impression is to reference any TV show that was on in the 80s or 90s. Because he lows 80s and 90s TV no matter what it is.
Like, for
Mice from
example,
Mars.
please give me an example.
He'll be
Biker
like-
Mice from Mars. I love that show.
Yeah, he does. He does. You're
He said,
right.
"Hold up. Hold up. Y'all remember that show, Hey Dude?"
It's a little wild and a little strange. Making your way out on the
Anything,
ring.
man. Y'all remember Nick Arcade? That shit was wild.
I love how that guy used to make up songs as like the show would go. Like the
Nick
music,
Arcade?
Yeah, Nick Arcade. He'd be like do 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 do,
Oh, it's a
and
great
he'd just
show.
be like, "We're going to play Act
show.
Razor now," and like he would just make up songs as a show went on. I love it.
Stop perpetuating this unrequited crush that I have.
Oh, as you should.
I know, we
As
have
you
to
should.
We all have a crush on Willie Mack.
No.
I
But
can try to get him on the line.
that would be awesome.
Stop.
Oh,
He's like,
Let's get him on.
like,
get
I'm
Willie
watching
Mack
it.
on the line.
I'm watching Metalocalypse. What up?
That's exactly what he was doing when he skyped into this
Let's
show.
try to find him. Maybe
he was,
we can.
He was in the
tweet
middle
Willie
of
Mack.
watching Metalocalypse.
I loved in this match how he did like almost like the Rainmaker, hold your arm, spin you out.
Yeah.
And he just nailed this vicious elbow
Mm-hmm.
that I thought was gonna take off Cage's head.
Right.
And all I could think of was cop and a half. Like, what comes after L? Bump.
I swear to God, didn't I just reference that on Monday?
Yeah.
My girlfriend just found a comic book. It was Spider-Man versus Powdered Toast Man, and on the inside cover was an ad for Cop and a Half.
Yeah.
So it all comes full circle, guys. That's what I mean. Now, with this match, this is obviously one of the more prominent examples of the violence that permeates the temple. So I wanted to ask Karlee, what is over now that we've gotten 2 full seasons worth, including matches like Grave Consequences, Graver Consequences, things like that.
Graver.
Just gonna keep getting graver,
What-
gravier and gravier,
gravest.
gravier and gravier each time.
More and more death.
Gravier Consequences. That's when like a gravy boat
This is the gravy. It's
suspended
gonna just
above
come
the-
down on me. I'm gonna
Biscuits
lick
and
it. I'm
gravy.
gonna lick the gravy off.
That sounds like my kind of party.
Jesus Christ. So,
Biscuits and gravy consequences.
that being said, I love that. That being said, over the course of these 2 seasons, what's been your favorite, I guess, moment of violence over the course of the seasons?
Oh,
Wow.
that's tough. I don't
Right?
even know if I can say okay. Do you guys see me get hit with the chair?
Absolutely.
Come on.
That was
did.
pretty good. That was definitely up there.
That was a good moment of violence. I got hit with a chair, and during that whole time, thrown in the coffin.
Sure.
I
Right?
love the audience reaction
you
when you got
vanished.
hit by the chair too, because I saw
Some
a few guys just like, oh my goodness, like, are you okay? Oh my goodness.
I could hear him
I felt
scream.
the same way. I was like,
Oh
please,
my
somebody
god!
lift me
I
up.
felt that chair.
I
Not
bet.
gonna lie, that chair.
Did it
was-
leave any marks?
I had the biggest bruise somehow on my ass though. What like on my
Curious.
ass? And that's such a tender like area
Sure,
to where
sure.
I don't know how it got on my ass. It was like a.
Like, what shape? I'm very curious about this bruise.
I mean, it was the shape of
Like
the
a-
It's like
Line.
the divot.
The
when, like,
leg
the back
of the right.
like where your
right.
back
It
goes,
ended up
it's
on
like
my
that
so
little
like
gap.
you know when you like sit.
Oh god.
Right, and it's like such a. And I'm like, what the hell happened? And I remember like the next day, I'm like pulling out my pants. I'm like, Jesus, what? Like, how did that get on my ass?
Right?
Like
Phantom
that.
bruise.
Yeah, I don't know if that.
Phantom bruise.
This is my favorite episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark? As a kid.
No, but
Pinball Wizard was mine.
there was definitely a lot of moments in the.
Sure.
There's a lot in the
You
season,
got
and
speared.
there's even more coming.
I know
Oh
you got
my
speared.
gosh.
You got speared more than once, didn't
yeah.
you?
I got beer. I don't know. Spear, chairs, coffins. There are lots of blood coming around, flying on you somehow. Like, I don't know. And you got to keep a straight face, and it's like, oh, you got blood on me.
Come on, man.
Come on, asshole. Like, what the fuck? And then you got to stay. It's on my arm. It's on my arm.
This dress.
I gotta lick it. It's on my arm now. I'm like, oh no! I gotta lick it off his face. That's
I hate when that happens. Oh, I gotta lick that blood off that guy's
Man.
face. Work is so hard.
You do this. You do this. You're like, this is nope, not that. Nope, right there. Right there.
I thought she was gonna lick me, and I got so excited. I was like,
I was
okay,
waiting.
okay, I'm ready.
I was like,
So
her
bad.
eyes are gonna change like mills and shit.
We
They're just
captured
gonna-
Rachel
And then
over
I
her
just
dream.
died.
There we go.
There we go.
There we go.
This is like
These past 15 minutes
This
has
is
been
like-
a lot for me.
A lot's happening. We got some
disco
pinatas.
lights
I know,
going.
I
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
We got the appearance of some pinatas in this match as well. One contained candy, one contained a wrench. You know, as pinatas are wont to do.
Yeah.
Panda pinatas.
You know, one
As
of the two.
pandas are wont to do.
You know, those contain wrenches sometimes. We get a lot of callbacks to the Falls Count Anywhere match from Ultima Lucha 1. We got Mac going for the stunner. We got Cage going for the curb stomp through the cinder block.
Yeah.
But it's that beer. It's the beer that Mac
Slips
spilled. Mac also does a hell of a Steve Austin impression.
Oh, yeah.
I will say that.
Yeah.
Cage just slips on the beer, going for that curb stomp, gets rolled up with a schoolboy for Mac to advance to the finals of the 4 Unique Opportunity Tournament.
We not overlooked, but we didn't talk about this amazing frog splash.
Oh, absolutely.
Amazing in the
Holy
camera
shit.
angle.
From the barricade through a table, amazing low angle action right there.
Beautiful.
So beautiful. And the guitar hit.
Oh, yeah.
Willie
yeah.
paying homage to New Jack.
Oh yeah, and that guitar hit was so gross. It just like cracked around his head, and then it just stayed there, and you could see Cage like pull it off. Like it was very like Terminator movie-esque.
Oh,
where he just,
sure.
like
It was like a hat.
just keep going.
Right.
It was like a hat.
It was just like it-
this is the brim of the hat. It's so weird.
Exactly.
He's a machine.
He is so,
not a man.
So we've heard.
Yeah, the war drums.
Oh
for
yeah,
everybody.
which I'm like, come on, it's just the Terminator
It's the
score.
Terminator.
Da-dum. It's the best. That's
Still
the
gets
funnest
me
thing to
going.
do.
I don't care.
It's the funnest
Yeah.
thing to do. Next up for the semifinals, we've got Tejano taking on Son of Havoc, and of course, it couldn't just be a normal match. Dario, bedecked in his tux, comes back out and makes it a Boyle Heights bar fight.
I was wondering why there was just like a rack of beer mugs.
You know.
like because they had that shot where you could see like the beer mugs, but you see like the competitors in the background. I was like, why the hell are there beer mugs? Yeah, I was just like, beer's in the VIP. They don't
'Cause
let
we
you
can.
bring that out.
I mean, sometimes you just gotta bring out a bar.
Yeah.
Of an actual bar.
Yeah.
Cheers is everywhere.
Where everybody knows your name.
As long as it's in your heart, it's everywhere.
Norm.
Now, this was obviously not quite as heavy on the weapons, but a lot more lucha oriented. We saw a huge air from the Acai moonsault from Son of Havoc. We saw a Firebreaker chip reference from Matt Stryker for all you early 90s WCW fans.
Wow.
The fire helmet, the fire extinguisher, all sorts of good stuff.
Should have threw out the Fireman Fred from Ready to Rumble. Fireman Fred, and I'm gonna hose ya.
Such a good movie.
I love that Havoc had the helmet on, and he gets hit with a bottle over the head, and he like sells it for a second, and then he's like, "Oh, I have a helmet on."
Yep.
Wait a second.
JK, guys.
It was amazing.
JK.
He was like,
I also love sometimes taking notes on Lucha Underground because I have a note that says chair to dick.
Yeah.
the corner
Chair
spot.
to chair to dick. I'm going back in my mind.
Tejano, at one point, Son of Havoc is sitting against the bottom turnbuckle. Tejano puts one chair against his nether regions and takes another chair and hits the hell out of that one.
I don't have balls, and my balls just like went into my body. Oh my goodness.
That's how it
gracious.
happens.
Okay.
Is that how you have it written down too?
Yes.
Chair, dick.
Oh, I'll show you. Yeah, it's
Chair,
right,
chair to dick.
right there.
Chair to chair, dick.
That's what it is.
Instead
That's how I
of
remember
duck,
things.
goose, we
Calls it
play
like
chair,
he
chair,
sees
dick.
it.
That's how I remember things, guys. Didn't think anyone else would be reading my notes.
I read them thoroughly.
We as you should have. A huge back body drop from the apron onto the bar, onto said bar.
So vicious. I was like, why wasn't that the finish?
I mean,
Like-
yeah.
No, because someone still had to get slammed onto a pile of chair parts.
Oh, of
That's
course.
why.
You know what's funny is so they bring the stools in the ring,
Mm-hmm.
but then you don't see like one of them must have broke.
Right.
So then like Son of Havoc just piles them all together. Like, oh no, we're gonna make a fire.
Yeah. He makes a little kindling
And then he
pile.
does the Rana off the top rope onto all that, and
Yep.
I was just thinking, like, man, all it would have taken was like one sliver of wood to just poke you in
Oh,
the wrong
sure.
spot, and you're impaled. And then Vamp's like, he could have impaled him on that. I was like, thanks, Vamp.
Yeah,
Check it out.
you know.
Yeah,
No.
Impaler.
There's no reason not to
Vamp
do
the
it.
Impaler. Good call.
God damn.
Thank you so much. I'll leave.
Yes.
Disappointed!
I love.
Thank you, Kevin Sorbo.
I love.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
I thought that was God.
That is one of our go-to sound bites. It's a long story.
We'll send you the YouTube video.
Right.
I love
It's Kevin Sorbo
Tejano's-
from Hercules. That's
Thank-
the important part.
I love Tejano's gear. How like the bulls on the back of his tights make
Oh yeah,
the lucha.
he has kind of
logo.
come.
Oh, yeah.
He has come full circle from being kind of the top Rudo in the temple to wearing the show's logo on his
his tights,
gear.
yeah.
Yeah.
And there was one point on the outside where like Son of Havoc is going for his like Sasuke special to the back elbow,
right.
And he just like Tejano moves and he just smacks into the rail.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, that did not sound good.
Absolutely.
And like their barricade there is like old school elevator gates.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
It's just like, how hard is that? Is that vicious? Like,
It's very hard.
it probably has
It's hard.
tetanus on it, I'm sure.
Yeah, right. I feel like I need a
And
tetanus shot just
I
looking
feel
at
like
it.
a lot of the everything in
Everything
the
in the
temple
temple.
has. It's like,
It's dangerous.
which thing do I touch? Nope, not that.
I'm just gonna go in full gloves next time I go.
A hazmat suit.
Also, I can't believe we haven't mentioned this.
maybe
We've got a ring full of luchadors here, guys.
Ultima
like
Lucha.
you guys
It's almost
haven't
better that
seen
we didn't
this.
mention
We've got our own
with
little
the Power
Aztec
Ranger.
warfare.
With the Power Ranger, though.
Right, some of them are real luchadors. We've got like Psicodelico and Blue Demon and El Santo, and then sometimes we have the Yellow Power Ranger.
And
Wait,
this fake Incredible
wait.
Hulk with
What
the-
is this?
It's got
What
it's
is
a
this?
Power Ranger with
a
some-
bad wig.
Is that
with a
Kui
bad wig
hair?
on.
This is Power Ranger
with some synthetic on.
with some Donald Trump Power Ranger thing going on
There you
here.
go. There you
We got
go.
Donald Trump representing the house, guys.
Now, yeah. So after said Avalanche Rana onto the pile of wood, Son of Havoc advances to the final. So it will be Son of Havoc taking on the Mac for a unique opportunity. Of course, you need the 4. Now, we've seen Dario over the course of the episode. Obviously, we've seen him over the course of the season in some incredible vignettes. I wanted to ask you guys about your favorite behind-the-scenes vignettes. Stuff that happens outside the immediate temple.
My favorite this
Yes.
season,
Uh-huh.
if not Taya's.
Are you better?
Sure.
You better say my
It
name.
was the one.
better say my name right
it was
now.
the one that you did last week with Dario.
Yeah.
That was pretty amazing.
That
Yeah.
was awesome. Like
Yeah.
even like the reflection in the eyeball and like everything was like so good. And then at the end when you just disappear and it goes to like that Dutch angle and he's just like women. So
Right.
great. I love
Dario's killing it this season.
Can I say something really weird about Dario?
Please do.
He always looks like he just came out of the womb. Like he's very. Do you know what I mean?
He's a very wet
Like,
person.
he's
No,
very wet.
I don't. I
He's
would
a
like
soggy
to.
boy.
He's a
Explain
soggy.
this.
He's a soggy boy. He's a little
Can
wet
I say
boy.
something else about Dario? It takes him 2 hours to do his damn hair.
I
Oh my
expected no
god!
less.
Every
No
time
way.
I'm like,
I expected
I
no
love
less.
I'm like, walk by, finished, ready. Walk by again. Still,
It feels like whatever he did in
Still.
his hair, he just put all over himself. It's just, he's like encased in hair gel.
Like he's like gotta go
This
again
was-
and he just like slicks
Yeah.
it back and it just oozes on his
Like,
body.
but
He's like,
it's
He's
Okay.
like Neo when he first wakes up in the Matrix.
But there's something about him. There's just something about him that I'm like, I'll follow you into the dark. Yeah, sure. I trust you with my life. I don't know why.
Sure.
But I do.
I'll go into the shady fake temple
Yeah,
where you're
yeah,
feeding
yeah,
people
yeah.
to your brother.
I'll be your
yeah,
sacrifice.
I'll
That's
follow
fine.
you and Katrina. You
Yeah.
know, you guys are safe.
Yeah, this seems
You guys
safe
don't have
for me.
issues at all.
So what about you? What about vignettes that you were not involved in? Do any jump out?
They I'm a fan of Dario stuff, even
Sure.
when I'm not in it, guys.
Of course.
But yeah, I do enjoy watching a lot of his stuff. But I've seen I've seen a lot of the people's stuff's getting really good.
Definitely.
You know, like a lot of the characters are getting really good and in depth, and I've enjoyed like doing stuff with Son of Havoc and the stuff with me and Evilise,
Sure.
and like
Yeah.
I've really haven't enjoyed watching a lot of them improve back there, and it's been really cool, the shots that they're doing and the way that their characters are evolving in the back, because it gives you a better idea to see more of a character aspect,
Sure.
like you get to see with me and Dario with them, you know, when they're thrown in the back scene and not so much in the ring, because you get to hear them talk and move and see how they act, you know, and it's pretty cool to watch.
Yeah, we've been talking a lot about the scenes also between Killshot and Marty the Moth.
Oh,
how
yeah.
good those have been
Marty's
getting.
So good.
Marty
Because
is so crazy.
It's one of those stories where on the surface it's already enough. Like it's this huge guy that is super creepy,
Super
and then
creepy.
this other guy in a mask
Like
that's
his
very
laugh.
this other
so
guy,
creepy.
yeah, this other guy in a mask that's very lithe but can also kick your head off. But like the more I think about it, the more like there's a lot of depth and a lot of kind of pathos behind this program, where Marty the Moth is kind of this picture of white privilege that just kind of can do whatever he wants, whereas Killshot is kind of a picture of PTSD and of experience in the military and things like this. And it's a very kind of, for as silly and as over the top it is, it's also really
real.
rooted in reality. Yeah. And also gun noises.
Yeah.
I liked
just made me go,
Killshot's
"Oh."
thing was cool. You know, like Killshot's whole segment, you know, and intro to him was super cool. So
Right.
Marty's, but I enjoyed his.
And
It
he's
was really cool.
Yeah, he's one of those characters we didn't really know a lot about him in the first season, other than that he rolled with Big Rick and the Mac, and now we get this full-on three-dimensional picture of him, and he's got these dog tags, he's got this history, he's killing people out in the desert. So
He can make
Yeah, it's cool.
gunshots out of his hands. Like,
that was
awesome.
another thing. On a purely like a base level, I loved in their fight scene that there were gunshot noises.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
like,
how do you,
Felt pretty legit ones too, you know. Like,
how do you feel about like adding these sound effects for people, like the gunshot noises for Killshot, or like Jack and PJ being able to throw the air guitar, but like we actually hear like the guitar riffs.
I
and
think
you
that's
like,
cool.
It's super cheeky. I like it a lot.
It's cool.
yeah.
You know?
You even have your little. You like appear and disappear. There's
That's
like
one
a
of our
little-
No,
favorite-
that's not. That's me. I make that sound. That's for
figured.
real.
Just into your mic.
I do that. I do.
I do that every time I walk into a room too.
And then you just see Karlee hiding around the corner. Karlee, we can still see
That's
you.
for
Like
real.
in
I do that
Talladega
everywhere I
Nights,
go.
where he's like, oh, he died, and he's like
do
right
that.
there. I see him right there. It's like you ruined it.
I'm there.
Now let's talk about the finals. Let's talk about the Mac taking on Son of Havoc. Once again, Dario's out. He says that his unique opportunity is so freaking awesome that I'm
And he got
Awesome.
beat
I'm
red.
really gonna
He
need you
got
both to work
so
for it.
red right there.
Oh,
he
sure.
he was just like, yeah,
like this kind of red.
Good.
He was
Exactly.
so excited.
Dario?
I mean, he is like kind of just the actual devil, so like it makes sense.
Oh, that's why I'm attracted to him.
Well, yeah.
Oh.
What,
No, I love
ex-boyfriends?
Satan.
Ex-boyfriend.
I'm just like super down with Satan.
As you
We've
say.
had, do we
I
have
feel
a bad
scared.
past? Do we have a rough past of relationships?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's all right.
Now he says.
Can we talk through it?
Yeah. we
That
can.
being said, he says this opportunity is so freaking awesome. I'm really going to need you both to work for it. So he makes this match a Falls Count Anywhere match. We see a little bit of sportsmanship between the Mac and Son of Havoc, and then we just see
A
them
nice handshake.
beat the holy hell out of
and
each
a
other.
huge pounce.
Exactly. Oh, the
Ridiculous
pounce. The pounce is the best. I love when Mac does the pounce. What else?
Mac does this awesome combo where he like sets his legs on the ropes,
Exactly.
hits a backbreaker, and then hits like a twisting flatliner.
Sure, yeah.
He's like, oh, that's cool.
European uppercut, backbreaker, reverse STO. Love combination move.
All of his bumps are so strong. Like I can't believe that doesn't just knock somebody's head off.
Oh, sure. It's Wrestling Willie. Nothing doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that right now.
Wow.
Nothing is not painful.
How many times does Fool think I'm gonna let him kick me in my face?
Oh, that story. We'll tell you guys a story off mic. But, like, especially when he's charging at you in the corner, standing there watching him come at you, absolutely terrifying. It's like a nightmare. It's like an actual
eyes.
nightmare. It's the Willy eyes, yeah.
Yeah, he takes that moment too, you know.
I want to
Before he charges
experience
you.
all of these. Like I would like
I
to.
want to experience.
I do. I want to be chokeslammed.
Oh, Oh.
But not in like a cool way, like in like a wrestling way. I guess.
Sure.
Yeah.
What's a
wrestling's
cool way? What's
what's
a
the
cool
cool way
way?
to be
What's the cool
chokeslammed?
way?
You know, like a cool, sexy way.
You know how you guys
Like
do
a
choke
cool-
slams in the back?
Yeah, that happens to me all the time.
I
Yeah.
believe that.
Dude, that makes me think of when
I do the choke slamming.
That's true. That's
That's a
true.
good point. That's a good
Man, a
point.
woman.
when Bob Saget was doing that Strange Days show and he did the wrestling episode.
He went to
Dragon
he went to
Gate.
SoCal Pro,
Yeah.
Dragon Gate.
So
yeah.
like he's doing the Dragon Gate show and he's on the mic and John Moxley comes out and he's like, "Ever been choked before?" And I was just like, that is the weirdest thing to say in a promo to another dude. That
And
was just so awkward.
you know
What
Bob
if he
Saget.
just? Ooh, yeah.
Like, yeah.
Bob Saget would have like an hour of material just off of that
Yeah,
question.
I was just like, what? I was just like so baffled by that.
At one point, we see Son of Havoc go for the shooting star press, catches a whole bunch of knees, roll up for the 2 count. Eventually, we see the Great Muta style handspring back elbow, snapmare right into the shooting star press for Son of Havoc to win the tournament and the unique opportunity. Or, so we think. Dario Cueto comes out in his tux. He's got Black Lotus with him. He's got 2 briefcases, kind of like Deal or No Deal. You know, one of them's got a quarter
Deal
mil.
or no deal with
one of them,
a Black Lotus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Deal or no
Exactly.
deal with no longer the white pretty blonde people. We got a Black Lotus. Deal or no deal.
I'd take Dario over Howie Mandel.
Times they are changing.
One of the briefcases has a quarter mil in it. The other has a chance to main event Ultima Lucha Trace for the Lucha Underground Championship.
For a split second, I thought it was all Dario's faces on the money.
Oh
Like,
my
I had to like pause my thing and like look. I was like, I can't tell.
Like Bison Bucks from Street Fighter?
Yes. or like in Better Call Saul, when like the dude's like, "Oh yeah, I'll pay you. Here's the money," and it's like all the money with that guy's face on it. and he's just
Exactly.
like, huh.
Right,
Great.
exactly. So, of course, Son of Havoc being the stand-up guy that he is, he takes the championship match, but Dario is hell-bent on giving this $250,000 away, so he says, look, you're going to have to beat one more opponent in order to get that title match, and if you don't win, then this guy gets the $250,000. And who do we see but Famous B?
423,
Get fame.
423, get
Hey, guys, this was the last person I was expecting to see
No.
on this episode, or really anywhere in Ultima Lucha. The last time I saw him, he was kicking Masquerade Sagrada in the face and whooping the shit out of him with a shoe. But
my shoe.
we see Famous B come out and he introduces us to his newest client, who is already famous. He says this.
He's already
He
famous.
says this might make you sick to your stomach, so there might just be a doctor in the house, because Famous B's newest client is Dr. Mother effing Wagner Jr.
And he does the slow reveal of the jacket, which was
That
great.
was a
good.
dope ass
So
moment.
good.
So good.
That was an
I was
incredible
like,
moment.
I love his Jimmy Hart style. Like every guy I manage has like their own jacket.
Oh sure, absolutely.
Loved
Oh,
it.
and why not?
I
And he
mean,
had this. What is it? The stethoscope? Is that what it's called?
after
Yes,
learning
so
about
great.
all the tetanus in the building, I'm glad that there's a doctor in the house. just thank God for that, you know?
He's just like he'll beat the shit out of you, but he's gonna like
He'll help you
make
too.
make sure you don't die.
We'll give you a Band-Aid afterwards. Some Neosporin.
And when he introed him, I don't know why, but I thought like house guest.
House guest with Sinbad?
And I was just like, because like he's a doctor and then the other dude's a dentist, but he's pretending. And I was like, oh man, they should totally remake House Guest with Dr. Wagner and Famous B.
I 100% agree. I
Only as
absolutely.
Dr. Wagner.
Dr. Wagner.
Dr. Wagner.
We need like the super evil version, Dr. Wagner.
There was something that
He comes out to ride of the Valkyries.
Exactly.
Something
On a
that-
horse.
Vampiro said in that match that I really liked. It was like, it doesn't matter like your size, your shape, or like if you're a male or female, like Lucha Underground gives the same opportunity to everybody. And, like,
Exactly.
these guys are making the most of their opportunity right now.
Right.
I was like, oh, that's a great point.
Sure, and as we saw at the top of the show, we get a whole recap of all of Dario's unique opportunities. Opportunities.
When Dr. Wagner's coming down, Matt Striker's like, Mr. Wagner, no, I'm sorry, Dr. Wagner, you went to 8 years of evil medical school to be called doctor. I was like, oh, Striker, you're the man.
So good. A huge spear, a big Samoan drop, and a big avalanche cutter from the
off
corner.
top,
Yeah.
I mean, we see Son of Havoc put up a valiant fight. We see that handspring elbow, the snapmare, the bicycle kick, all of his go-to moves. But he misses the shooting star press, gets hit with a Michinoku driver.
They called it the doctor driver.
The doctor driver, there you go. And Dr. Wagner Jr. is $250,000 richer.
Yes.
Why?
Minus 10% for Famous B.
Of course.
Right.
And Famous B has to
And then-
check with the stethoscope.
And then what does Brenda get? Does she get a portion of that? No.
Something tells me no.
She said we.
Yeah.
she was
definitely-
saying we're
We're
rich.
rich.
She definitely needs to be dressed up like a nurse.
Of
with
course.
him, for sure. Like the doctor, the nurse, and then like maybe B
Not
has
saying
like the
that.
mask.
Not saying.
Ooh, doggy. That felt like saying something.
Yeah. I loved him checking his heartbeat though after he won. Like,
Right.
oh wait, oh no, yeah.
Right.
Killed
We've
ya.
seen now. This was kind of obviously a more serious, kind of a bigger role for Famous B that we've seen. Obviously, we've seen a lot of comedy from him over the course of this season. I want to ask you guys about comedic moments, about funny moments. What are some of the moments that kind of lighten things up for you?
I mean, those two, Famous B and
Brenda?
and Brenda,
Of course.
really, I mean, out of they pretty much lighten up it. I'll tell you what, in the back when they're out, you can just when Brenda starts talking, I'm done. I'm just like I can't even. I'm like
The Famous B commercials
so yeah, the
have been some of my
commercial.
absolute favorite moments
And
of the
I
season.
love Brenda. She's such a sweetheart, and I'm like, you're that good. Like you're so good that I can't tell if you're. Is this you? Are you? Is this really you or not you? Because she's her.
Like, are you okay?
She's her in real life though.
Uh-huh.
Like so you're like if you're that good that I can't tell. So
Awesome.
that she gets me every time. I'm like laughing. Did we have the deliver the baby part yet in the match? Did she have the match with? Did you guys see the match with Masquerita when she's? Did this not happen?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think
You
so.
might not,
I think I can
want to
tell-
keep telling the story.
You can.
I can tell the deliver the. She yells, "Deliver that baby!" It is the best part. If it has not happened, please watch.
Now, with no context,
Now
that's
we
an
have
incredible
something
story.
to look
I
forward
could. I'll
to.
never forget it. I'm like, wait.
The fact
I'm
that we
looking
have
around, going, did this?
the fact that we have no context for the story
Makes it even
that's what
better.
makes it
Deliver
incredible.
that
I
baby.
really hope that's like her calling him to hit somebody with a shoe. Like, deliver that baby, and he just takes his shoe off and just tucks it.
No, it was.
Nails
It was
somebody.
because he.
Go on.
Ooh. It's just she said I can't. I'm gonna get in trouble. Am I gonna get in trouble, guys?
Oh,
It
we're
was
fine.
me. She told. I go, Brenda. Did you say deliver that? But she goes, yeah, because he's so little, and when he was underneath him, he looked like he was a baby.
that's
So I'm pretty sure they kept it.
All right.
So she said, deliver that baby. That was
Awesome.
it. That was it for me for
I
the
like
whole
it.
season.
That
That
is-
was the funniest
that's
thing
fair
I've
enough.
ever heard
That's
all
fair
night.
enough.
Charming.
Rachel, what about
on
you?
a t-shirt.
Like
It's
he was
exactly-
under him
exactly.
like this, and he was small, so it was like coming
Still is
out
small.
underneath.
Still
And
is.
he's like, deliver that.
So, Rachel, what about
Wait,
you?
this is Master. I
Favorite-
did it wrong.
favorite
I did it
comedic moment.
wrong.
I need to see this baby being delivered.
This is
I'm
also
sorry.
yes.
I'm sorry. I'm busy.
That's fair.
But
That's
she was
fair.
so serious.
I love her.
I love her.
Anything she does, I love.
I love her.
really like anything that the Moth is in because I
He's
like.
great too.
I like feeling uncomfortable. Like I like
And
the
he'll do
feeling
it.
of like, no, is it gonna happen to me? Like, are you coming for me next?
Exactly.
Like he has the kind of face that you close your eyes and you still see. Like
It's when
so
when
good.
it's like,
yeah,
That's so good.
that that
so true.
segment
Oh,
where
man.
he was the bang bang part and he just
He
starts
just like lays on the ground and he just
he's
laughs.
on the
right.
ground and then he goes bang and he goes and he loves it and I'm like, you're living for this moment, baby. I'm for it. I'm here for it.
Incredible.
I love it. I love everything
Incredible.
he's
It
in.
was like in The Crow when he dives off the roof and he lands in the trash can. He's just like laughing in the rain.
Exactly. There you go.
I was just like, oh
yeah,
man.
his
Oh,
stuff's
my
You know
Marty.
how committed to the bit you have to be to go red face from laughing at yourself?
Oh, sure.
That,
I think I'd pee myself.
me too. I would for sure pee
I think if
myself.
I was laughing that hard, I'd definitely pee myself.
I almost pee myself
Yeah,
almost
'cause
every day of my
you
life.
don't really see Katrina laugh like that. Yeah, right. I think if Katrina was to just start laughing out of nowhere, I think everyone else would pee
That'd be
themselves
weird.
too.
I
That'd
think
be
if
weird.
Katrina
But
started
people would
laughing
be
out
like,
of nowhere, it'd be
what
like,
is
What is she gonna do?
Yeah.
some
I think I'd
strange
pee myself.
conspiracy theories. with
Something
people flying
she's
around.
She's messed up. I think that's the freakiest thing that could ever
Yeah, because
happen.
besides that, she's totally normal. Like, it's so weird. Besides that, she's just like a normal Jane, just like walking around.
Normal Jane.
Yeah, she's just like, oh,
totally
Katrina.
normal.
Mm.
Just
mean-
in her
Just
black leather outfits
Just
and
watching
tiny
Netflix
boots.
and like eating kettle
She's just
corn.
100 and
She's
some odd years
she's 200
old.
years old, guys. Just like
Just like
you
you
and
do.
me.
Yeah.
Just like you know.
It's 2016.
She
Open
likes
your mind.
licking things.
You
Yeah,
can be
who
200
doesn't?
years old. No one's gonna judge you.
No.
Who's gonna stop you?
You don't need.
Time? The Grim Reaper? No, not
No,
anymore.
I am the Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
So what if a hunting-themed luchador puts your boyfriend in a casket and stuffs him?
I will
Who
get
cares,
him
guys?
out. Katrina will get him out. Katrina will find a
His
way.
eyes will be red.
Totally normal. What if she start laughing during that moment?
I keep forgetting
Then
that
they
there's
call-
somebody controlling this, and I'm like,
I know.
Oh, God.
We're-
Yeah.
No, dude, I didn't even touch anything. That just happened.
It's like a big
That
puppet
just
show.
happened.
No,
I have really bad nightmares.
sometimes we just hear Shao Kahn.
Yeah.
That's, you know. And that guy. And that guy.
I like him more.
I love our soundboard. Well, that is part 1 of Ultima Lucha. But I mean, before we wrap up, Karlee, what have you got going on now that, because season 3 has wrapped up, right?
Yeah, season 3 has wrapped up. And wow. Yeah, season 3 is insane.
Right?
That's all I can tell you.
That's all I can tell you.
Insane.
Well, what else do you have on the horizon?
Something that literally just came up on the way here, which I can't say either. But
She is now driving Uber.
I am now. I'm out of work, guys. I am driving Uber. Anyone want it? My Uber is extra Katrina-esque too. I got like
It's just a
black
coffin.
whips hanging off. It's big black coffin.
You
And,
drive a hearse.
I
yeah.
was just gonna say it's a
and,
hearse.
and we pay with licks.
Mills just
You
chilling
just
in the back.
PayPal me licks, Through Uber, and we're good.
The
I'll give you
Tootsie
free
Roll
ride.
owl is like 1, 2, 3.
Mills
and he
in
just
the
falls
back.
over dead.
Mill's in the back. Don't bring any cameras around. He hates
Yeah.
those.
Why does Mill hate cameras
He
so
hates
much?
these cameras.
I know. He just
He just
just
man.
shoves them. I'm
I
pretty
would
sure
be
he got
so
yelled at
afraid.
about that.
Did he?
I would be
I
so
bet
afraid.
they're
Because like at
expensive.
first he used to grab them and then he'd
Wait,
like
you
let
know
them
what,
go,
though?
but now he like shoves them out of
It
the way.
looks good.
It looks awesome.
What are you,
It
HR
He
scares
really
me.
shoving
doesn't like
stuff?
them. He doesn't
Yeah.
like them. He doesn't like
It
them in his
scares
face.
me at home.
He does not like things in his face.
No. I mean, he just has a bubble. He's got his own little personal bubble.
I'm the only person allowed in the bubble.
Exactly.
I made the bubble.
That's so special.
Right.
That's such a
bubble boy.
special,
Special bubble.
unique
He's the
relationship.
bubble boy.
It is.
boy.
It is a
That's really
special, unique
special.
relationship.
Uh,
No, we got some good stuff. There's some really good stuff coming. And there's
Okay.
I will be at San Diego Comic Con
There you go.
with a few other people.
Nice.
Pretty sure Mill. I'm sure will be lingering behind my shoulder.
Just hanging around.
I think
doing what he
Melissa will be there. I think Mundo will be there.
From the
Phoenix.
559.
Yeah, I
That's
think
the best announcement.
there's gonna be a handful of us there.
Nice.
Comic Con. This is we've been going at it pretty hard, season 3. So this is my first little break.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's been because
Yeah.
season 2 and season 3 were filmed back to back, right?
Yeah, pretty close to it.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty close to it, which was great. Wow, yeah, I didn't even. I need a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Take an ice bath.
There you go.
Ice bath.
Well, Rachel, what about you?
hate
Why don't
ice
you tell us a little bit about Snarled?
Well, Snarled is a YouTube channel that is it's for everybody.
Okay.
You're a man and you
Sure.
like it. It's
I enjoy it.
created. It's a platform for female creators, and it's a lot of comedy. I do a show called Ask Us We're Drunk, wherein I get
Nice.
drunk and people
Legit?
ask us. Yeah. Oh yes.
I
yes,
wanna
yes.
go on this.
People, please be on it. Oh my god.
Tequila. Do you have tequila?
We have all the alcohol.
Crazy.
All of
Yeah, we do. We shotgun beers. We do tequila shots. People are always like, "You're not drunk," and I'm like, "Yes, I am." I have
You're
the,
gonna vomit.
I have
Do I have
the
to
ulcer.
vomit out
Like,
to
I have the
show?
ulcer to prove
You're
it.
just a
I'm-
really high functioning.
Yeah, no, I just I can pontificate
What kind
when
of
I'm
questions
drunk.
do they ask?
Oh, my favorite question was, how do you tell my mom I'm a pansexual hedonist?
That's my favorite
wait,
episode. That's
that's
my
my
favorite
favorite one.
episode.
Wait, what is that?
Oh, well, pansexual hedonism is if you're pansexual, that means that you're attracted to all spectrum of people, men, women, transgendered, queer, genderqueer, anything, as long as they're human, obviously, people.
As long as you're human. As long as you're walking and breathing, I'm attracted to you.
Exactly.
Well, no, it's you're not attracted to everything, but if you see
have
something
the
that you're
potential.
attracted to, you have the potential to be attracted to everything. And
Okay.
hedonism is just enjoying pleasure, and that's
a
it's just-
pansexual
hedonist is somebody who will basically just put it in you.
I mean, if we're being blunt,
If we're
really.
being blunt. Yeah, and then I had another great one, which was, can I flirt with my boss? which I really like, because we never really end up answering.
Can you flirt with your boss?
Oh, hell yeah.
I mean, I guess it depends on your job,
We
right?
had a flirting expert on. Well, yeah, it totally depends
A
on
flirting
your job.
expert.
Yes.
I want that job.
I know.
How do you become a flirting expert?
An ex-flirt.
Can I
Wait.
An ex-flirt.
See, that's I would
Market
love
it.
to.
Can I get paid for this?
Oh yes, she taught me how to put your tongue in the corner of your mouth. I don't know. It's
Wait.
not
Like,
no, like outside a little bit. Oh my goodness.
like my picture, like my Katrina picture.
Yes,
There you go.
exactly. See,
Just
I
like
can't.
that.
See,
Yep.
me flirting is like
That gave me the willy.
That's my season 2 Katrina picture, guys.
There you go.
What are we doing? Where is it?
that's.
I think we got it. I got the job. Look. I
got the
posted it with the
job.
AFTERBUZZ.
Yes.
Is it that?
Yes,
See?
it is that.
Is it that?
That
Is
is
Perfect
it
timing.
exactly
Oh,
what she was
love
trying to
it.
get me
Perfect
to
timing.
do the entire time, and I just looked. Yep, you're great at it. You're really good at it, and I'm like, "What's up, boys?"
So like, you gonna charge like $1,000 an hour for that, or
You could. I'm sure you could. Honestly, I would pay. I would
That's the
pay
going
up.
rate.
I need a
I'm
new job.
struggling.
I need a job. I'm out of work.
Come be a flirting expert on Ask Us We're Drunk.
Tequila flirting expert.
We'll pay you.
I'm there.
This
We'll pay
sounds
you
like-
for it.
And quite the night.
Right. That was also the episode where he said, I am a
doing
garbage
this.
person.
I am a garbage person.
Favorite line.
That's accurate. Yeah, I did say that, and my boss keeps going, Rachel, you're not a garbage person. Stop telling people you're a garbage person. I was like, oh, honey, you don't know me. Like,
Okay.
I am a garbage person.
She's also a boxer.
I am a boxer as well. But like a garbage boxer.
Like it's like a garbage, like
sounds
not bad at boxing, but a bad person that also boxes.
Sounds like a
Yeah.
character during like.
Or like you box garbage.
No, like I will be.
Is that?
Yeah.
Well, at the Golden Gloves, last time I was at the Golden Gloves, I literally ate like a chili burrito, like with nachos and like flaming hot Cheetos, and then they were like, Rachel,
That's
you
a
have
long night. After.
Yeah, it sure was.
Yeah.
And they're like, Rachel, you gotta go fight, and I was like, oh shit.
That was like a Willie Mack impression right there.
See, we're meant to be.
Like you fight. Wait, like fight.
Like fight in the. Oh, I just spit everywhere.
Fight in
See,
the
I'm a
Golden
garbage
Gloves.
person.
Get into it.
See, I'm a garbage person. I'm spitting on sets. Yeah, I like had to fight in the ring, and I like got the shit kicked out of me, like literally and figuratively.
Dope.
Yeah. So
How was
subscribe to
your stomach
Snarled.
after that? Yeah, your stomach. was-
That being
messed
said,
up, so
guys,
messed
check
up.
out Snarl. Check out Ask Us We're Drunk.
So sorry.
Check us out. I'm gonna be.
Flirting
I'm gonna
expert.
be. Yeah, I'm gonna be the flirting expert.
Show
on the
me the
show.
Show me
flirting
Snarl
expert.
flirting expert.
Guys, that's our show. You can check us out
Yikes.
every week on AfterBuzz, just like you're doing right now. If you're watching or if you're listening, you already know. But Jimbo, where can they find you, and where can they find that sweet little piece of merch in
Don't
front of
say
them?
it that
man.
fast, Jimbo. Don't say it that fast.
Oh man. In exactly 3 months from today, I will be walking down that aisle and tying the knot. You know what you could do? You could buy my documentary to pay for my wedding.
There you go.
Get it at highspots.com. It's the Young Bucks 2 Sweet Journey. You could follow me on Twitter at TheJimboSlice, TheeJimboslice. That's at TheJimboSlice with 2 E's. That's at TheJimboSlice.
And you can find Mascara Sagrada right here.
Right next to him at all times.
Karlee, where can they find you?
I'm gonna say it's much slower. At Karlee Lailani, KarleeLeilani.
They both have 2 E's, though. That's the common
E-E.
ground.
EE.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's beauty everywhere.
Rachel? Where can they find you? Where can they find Snarled? Where can they find Ask Us We're
You
Drunk?
can find us. You can find Ask Us We're Drunk on Snarled at www.youtube.com/snarled. And me personally, Rachel Evans, you may find on Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram at Rachel Sam Evans, or like I said previously, Rachel Sam Vans.
They're the same vans, guys.
They're the same vans.
Just use that. It's a mnemonic device. Guys, I'm at Ty Matthews PMA on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, soon to be MySpace. Sure, why not? I'm also on various other after shows, including Monday Night Raw and American Ninja Warrior. Houdini and Doyle just wrapped up, so thank you if you watched that fun stuff. We've got 2 more episodes left. We've got 2 more parts of Ultima Lucha Dos to talk about, so we hope you'll stick around. If you're on iTunes, download, comment, review, subscribe, rate 5 stars if you're nasty. If you're on YouTube, thumbs up, comment, find us on Twitter, find us on Instagram. Let's all talk Lucha Libre. But guys, until next week, Viva la Lucha!
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Lick you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.